Well, the Euros are here. We're all gassed. We were on the private chat for about 5 minutes. The excitement is building, and the day is finally here. In 1 hour, the Euro 2020 kicks off. It's been building up for 3 years now, thanks to COVID, but we're finally back. Srini's wearing the Italy kit, so I'm going to go to him to read the Italy lineup, and we go from there. Srini, take it away.
Well, the Italy lineup is very predictable. Gigi Donnarumma starts in goal. Florenzi and Spinazzola are the fullbacks. The classic duo of Leo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini start centre back. In midfield, you have Jorginho, Manuel Locatelli, and Nicolo Barella. And up front, you have Domenico Berardi, Ciro Immobile, and Lorenzo Insigne. Arnav, since you're wearing red, why don't you read out the Turkey lineup?
Yeah. In goal, we have, please ignore my pronunciation. These Turkish names are hard to read. In goal, we have Çakır. There's a back four consisting of Çelik, Demiral, Soyuncu, and Merih. Midfield three of Tufan, Yokuslu, and Calhanoglu. And the front three is Yazici, Yilmaz, and Karaman.
Hats off for the amazing pronunciation. Well done.
Wow.
Plus 5 points too. Before I come to Ritvik, talk about the Italian lineup. Ronaldo 1 to 3 rocks is here, so we're already off to a flyer. Ritvik, I want to come straight to you. What do you make of the Italian lineup?
It's too strong, man. Mancini is too strong. I feel. See, Turkey, I believe, are one of the dark horses of this Euros. But in the end, even if Italy are missing Verratti, but I don't think it's going to be a big difference. I think they're going to play well. They play how they Mancini's done a fantastic job over the years, and I think he's going to see them through. It's going to be a little tough. They might go ahead with a draw or something, but I still believe that Italy is going to go through. Easy peasy.
Srini?
Well, I am repping Italy, but I just want to make it clear that I am a big Spain fan, so I'm not sneaking them. But lineup-wise, there's no surprises whatsoever. I personally would have liked to see either Francesco Acerbi or Bastoni play at centre-back alongside Chiellini, because Bastoni has had an amazing season for Inter Milan, 21 years old, one of the most talented centre-backs in Italy. Acerbi has played alongside Bonucci very often in the qualifying stages as well. And that's because Chiellini has played around 16 games this season, but of course you can't go wrong with Giorgio Chiellini. No surprises in midfield, and by the way, fun fact, Jorginho has played the most minutes out of any player under Roberto Mancini, so he's really trusted there. So I guess he won't be sad that Marco Verratti is out. And up front, no surprises, Domenico Berardi started against Czech Republic recently as well. So yeah, man, perfect lineup.
I don't know why. I wanted to see Chiesa because he's had a fantastic season again with Juventus. He's one of the favorites of Pirlo, and I just believe he's a good hot talent that would deserve to play. But yeah, Berardi playing is no surprise because apparently he trained better than Chiesa and he was having a fantastic camp. So I think another surprise that I might have seen is Lorenzo Pellegrini missing out. I believe he was good with Roma, and I would have wanted him to play. But then again, I know the midfield is fantastic. You can't really argue.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a midfield that looks good even without Marco Verratti in the side. So I think that speaks volumes. But Arnav, I'm going to come to you. You want to quickly touch upon Turkey, what they're looking like?
Yeah, I think Turkey are sticking to their tradition of being a hard-working side at that falls on its counter-attacking instincts and tries to have a quick transition from defense into attack. They've got quite a few players to look out for in the names of Soyuncu, Demiral, the CB partnership that is well known to European watchers. Then they've got the Lille triplet of Çelik, Yazici, and Yilmaz. And of course, there's Tufan and Calhanoglu in midfield to look out for. So I think not a lot of people would be aware of this, but I'd actually have Turkey as my dark horses, considering how well they've done under their recent manager, Sunel Gomez. They've only lost 3 out of their 26 games that he's been in charge of. So I'm looking forward to seeing them play.
Plus he's already managed them. I think he's come back from
it's a second stint.
18 years or something. He managed them until 2000. Yeah, and they were fantastic back then. So they might be one of the dark.
I've been listening to a lot of pundits and all building up into Group A, and the consensus has been that Turkey performed really well at the 2002 World Cup. I'm sure not a lot of us saw that, but I remember them in 2008 at the Euros. They were one of the best teams, apart from maybe Russia, who really stood out. And I think the main consensus is that this Turkey side is at par, if not better, than the entire group of players. And so I think rightfully they're being called the dark horses. I know Italy have been made out to be the dark horses, but they're still a major footballing nation. So, dark horses is a bit of a loose term, but agree with Arnav that Turkey are definitely dark horses. Srini, your hand is up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that point about Italy not being dark horses kind of makes sense because everyone's dark horses, so they're automatically not dark horses.
Yeah.
But I think with what Roberto Mancini has done in that 3-year period, a lot of people weren't taking them seriously, and it's only now that they are. I mean, the fact that they've not lost a game in qualifying, they have a 27-game unbeaten run. Just for context, a 30-game unbeaten run is the greatest in Azzurri history. So when you take those factors into consideration, when you take the fact that 68 different players have got chances under Roberto Mancini in 3 years, which is just unparalleled. 30 players have got first team caps. Nicolo Zaniolo made his Italy debut before he made his Serie A debut. So he's made a lot of decisions that seem mental at the time, but he's just changed the game. So they are dark horses because of a mad genius, and that's Bobby Mancini. Sorry, Ritvik?
Just another shout out to him. I mean, I'm repping his haircut today. And the day, his first training camp, he organized a training camp with the under 18, under 21, and the national team. So all of them trained together, and that's how we found these youngsters and gave them all these chances. So I believe he's doing a fantastic job. He's like Marcelo Bielsa of Italy, if you may call it that. Arnav,
Just to add to the Italy prop, they've gone. I think they've gone 9 games without conceding now, and this might be cliche, but I truly believe in it that it's often the best defense that wins tournaments like these. So that actually adds a feather to Italy's cap.
They lost twice in 3 years, just twice. Which is fantastic for any national team.
That point about them being on a 26-game unbeaten run, they're about to maybe match the all-time unbeaten record for Italy, which I think the last time was 1930. Italy's opposition, to be fair, has not been the greatest. So it looks great on paper, but to be honest, when you're playing sides like Latvia and Estonia, compared to playing Spain and Germany on a regular basis, it's a bit of not a real read. But anyway, my question is, I'm going to come to you, Arnav. We're going to touch upon a couple of key players, and you really brought it well for me. You said defenses win these kind of tournaments, and you're right, because the Euros, you're not going to have an average of 4 or 5 goals a game. That's not how major tournaments work. Turkey's defense is actually very solid. The fact that they even have someone like Kabak, the fact that Liverpool poached him and got him on loan, speaks volumes. He's on the bench. Very solid centre-back partnership with Demiral and Soyuncu, who play at Juve and Leicester. Who are your key players? Is it them? And if not them, then who?
Yeah, good point about Turkey's defense. And, another thing, they've actually conceded the fewest goals in World Cup qualifying, tied with Belgium. Just conceded 3 goals. And even under their new manager, they've conceded I think just 24 goals in 26 games. So they're quite good, quite solid defensively. As for the key player, I think it's going to be a very tight game, given how solid both defenses are. So my key player today would be Burak Yilmaz, who has who led Lille to their famous Ligue victory after a decade, scoring 8 having 8 goal contributions in the last 7 games. I think he needs to pull something up, something special, and to get past that Italy defense, because a goal here could be the deciding factor. I think a goal could win the game tonight.
I'm going to come to you, Italy boys, quickly. But, again, I'm going to talk about both of your key players. But quickly touching upon Italy, this is not an Italian side that is defensive. Italy's reputation in the last maybe 2-3 decades has been, defensive Italian football. That's the cliche. But it seems like this team is coming out of that mold. They're more counter-pressing. They press higher. There's more attacking fluidity under Mancini. So props to him. So ideally, would you like to touch upon the defense as being key, or is it someone in the front third, Srini?
Yeah, so I think Bobby Mancini, what he's done is, firstly, he's ditched the Catenaccia style of play, which is what Italy take a lot of pride in which you play 5 defenders and in which a libero is very, very important. For those people that don't know what a libero is, that's the sweeper. Lothar Matthäus used to play that role as well. So it's a very, very important role in general in football. And that's what Italy pioneered. But Mancini has changed that. There's no five at the back. There's no three defenders. A 4-3-3 is so important that at all international youth levels, Mancini and Italy in general play a 4-3-3. It is that important. That's why a Bonucci, Chiellini always has to play. Apart from that, this team, as you said, is attacking. Mancini also has incorporated a philosophy which is called Squadra Corta, which is basically a philosophy where the players are supposed to play very, very close together. When that happens, you always have a passing option, but at the same time, you compress the pitch. So both defensively and offensively, Italy are a nightmare to play against. So yeah, this team is very, very attacking. Look at the front line. You have Ciro Immobile and Lorenzo Insigne, and it's just touching on those guys. And I'm not even going to talk about the goals they've scored, but you kind of have to, because when you have a combined goal scoring of like 40 goals in the league from your two forwards, I mean, they're so slept on, but they definitely are one of the most dangerous forwards in the whole competition. So yeah, I mean, as a whole, Italy are super dangerous, and Mancini has revolutionized this team again. Arnav, you want to add to that?
Yeah, Srini, you sound just like Pep Guardiola in that video where he's explaining Tuchel's tactics to Ferdinand, and everybody's going, "Oh wow, he's such a genius! He's absolutely hacked Tuchel, and then he did what he did." So let's hope you're not doing the same.
I mean, I'll say this. I wouldn't play Raheem Sterling in a final for no reason, but I don't want to talk about that too much. Heartbreak. Let's just move on from that. Ritvik, I'll go to you. You're repping Italy as well, and you're repping Bobby Mancini's hairstyle, the flyest manager out there for sure. So who's that one key player that you want to touch on? Amog in the comments as well, fanboying over Nicolo Barella, and of course, why would you not? So is he your key player, or would you go for someone else?
He's my one to watch, I'd say. He's a very young player. He's a midfielder who's absolutely shone under Antonio Conte. He's played fantastically. He's rejuvenated that 8th position. He's a box-to-box midfielder, and he's absolutely brilliant in what he does. And I think he's going to be one of the underrated players throughout this tournament. And he's going to come out with like a 20-30 million price valuation. That is after the Euros, I feel. But my my key player today would be their striker in Ciro Immobile. I mean, he's had a fantastic record in the Serie A. He scored 100 goals in the past 5 seasons, more than 100 goals. But when it comes to playing for Italy, he's not been the best. He's only scored 12 goals in his entire Italy career, which is, for a striker, it's not good at all. So he needs to step up at the national level, and his performance will be very, very key. And so will Insigne's, but I believe he is the one who needs to step up, and he'll be the key player. If he plays well, if he scores, then Italy going to do for sure.
Okay, fair enough. I was going to ask you a question about Immobile, but you covered the point fantastically. So we're going to move straight to maybe the style of play. Arnav, I'm going to come to you first. Obviously, a lot of people watching this and watching the Euros in general have not seen Turkey play at all. So how do they play? Where are they effective, and where are they vulnerable?
Right. So I'm going to refer to some of their recent scalps. Despite their nightmare showing in the Nations League last year, they've had some really good results recently, beating the Netherlands and Russia. And they also managed to draw 3-3 versus Germany. And keep in mind that they had a fair few players missing in that game, whereas Germany were quite close to full strength. What really stood out for me in that game was how they absolutely bullied Germany with their pressing, and how quickly they can go from defense to attack. So I think again today they'll be looking to play on the counter, soak pressure from Italy, and another area where they could find opportunities to score is from set pieces. With Calhanoglu on set pieces, there is always going to be trouble. He's created the most chances in Europe this season, and even out of the most chances created, more than half of those chances were from set pieces. So I think the likeliest result for Turkey, the ideal thing would be to nick a goal on a counter attack or a set piece, and just resist pressure from Italy.
Just adding to what Arnav said, I believe set pieces could also be a weakness for Italy because they're not the strongest team. I mean, it's very unlike Italy to say that, but apart from the centre backs, they're not the tallest, they're not the strongest, and they might be vulnerable at set pieces, as Arnav said.
Just before I come to Srini, I just want to give a quick shout out to these three for doing the research. Hats off. Elite punditry right here. They've got the numbers, they've got the stats, they've got everything down to a T. Amazing. This Euros coverage is going to go on for the entire month, guys. So make sure you subscribe, stay tuned. We have elite content coming. These are the GOATs. Srini, I want to come to you really quick. Italy's style of play, and who is their key man? Where does the play go to? Is it Nicolo Barella? Is it Locatelli? Is it Insigne? Take it away.
Ritvik touched on how Nicolo Barella is going to be an underrated player. I don't think Italy have a more important player in that 11 than Nicolo Barella. If they want to go far, Nicolo Barella has to be at his very best. Marco Verratti is missing in that midfield. Any other midfield in the world that happens in your midfield is an absolute joke. We've seen that at PSG. That's not the case at Italy because you have Nicolo Barella. Nicolo Barella is the archetypal model midfielder. He is, to me, the most exciting box-to-box midfielder in the world. People don't know about his background. He broke into that Cagliari side at 17 years of age. At 20 years of age, became the captain. He's capable of the mesmeric and the monstrous for me. And, he can make those tackles, but he can also, pick out a back heel assist against Real Madrid for Lautaro Martinez. He is exceptional. And, you spoke of numbers, and yes, I've done my research again. And these numbers will tell you why he's so complete. He has 1.46 key passes per 90. His shot creating actions are 3, and that's only through dribbles, 17.6 pressures per game, and 1.89 tackles, out of which 1.27 are successful. Yes, baby, I'm crunching the numbers. So Nicolo Barella, to me, if Italy are going to go far, and if they are your dark horses, this guy has to step up. And if he doesn't, well,
Srini.
Do you have an Opta? Do you have an Opta tab open? Please tell us.
Squawka Srini, man. That's all I'm saying. Squawka Srini in the building.
Everybody in the comments, leave a like for Srini being the biggest nerd on the planet. Unreal. Okay, I'm going to take some comments really quickly before we move on. Obviously, Ronaldo wanted to be rocks. I hope you're still here. Let us know in the comments if you still are. TT Tamer says Turkey 3, Italy 1. Wow. Honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised that happened. I'm going to be very honest. Italy wait to Demiral. I don't know what that means. He is coming. Amog obviously saying Nicolo Barella. Daksh is back in the comments saying Mat yaad dilaiyo bhai. Obviously reminiscing about a fantastic Champions League performance, but when am I going to let that go? Samrit saying Chiesa, Insigne, Immobile. That's a fantastic front three, and Chiesa's on the bench. We'll touch upon the bench firepower in just a bit. Samrit also says that Soyuncu is going to keep that Turkey defense afloat. I do agree to some extent. Absolute monster at the back. Amog says, what happened to Arda Turan? What a shout.
He's still running after referees with his shoes out, man, trying to hit them. Something like that.
Elite moment. Ronaldo 123 Rock says, stat padder Srini. Yes, absolutely bang on. Stat padder galore. Okay, well, next section I'm going to get into probably the super subs and who can make an impact on the bench. Italy, boys, I'm going to come to you first. Italy's bench looks pretty stacked when you have the likes of Chiesa, Benedetti, fantastic players off. Who's going to be the one for you to come off and make a difference? Ritvik, you want to go first?
Yeah, I think it's going to be none of the two. I think it's going to be Belotti. Because if Immobile plays how he's playing, how he's been playing for the national side, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but if he doesn't score it by the 60th minute, and if it's, say, a 0-0 draw, he might be subbed off. And the next best striker they have is Belotti from... where's he from? Which team does he play from?
Torino,
yeah. So he's had decent seasons. He scored 15, 16 goals. He's a tall man, and yeah, he might get into that box and score those headers. So I think he's going to be my super sub.
I just wanted to add something to this point. This is not an analytical point. We've been crunching the numbers, we've been being the nerds, but Ritvik has absolutely stopped that by saying he's a tall man.
And by asking which team does he play for?
Which team does he play for? I love it. I just wanted to touch on Amog's comment. He says Belotti is underrated man. He would be an ideal PL striker. He'd be very good, and I just wanted to touch on one of Ritvik's points very quickly. Adibir is still laughing. You're cracking me up here. Tall man. I love to see it. But I just wanted to say that a lot of Azzurri fans have this perception that Immobile isn't great for the national team, which is a fair point. But you have to take into consideration the fact that at 31 years of age, last season itself, the guy outscored Robert Lewandowski. He has a non-penalty XG of 0.49. That's better than Karim Benzema. I know, guys, you guys are smiling without the numbers, but hey, man, I do my research. So I think that is a bit of a flawed point. And at 31 years of age, you don't get a better striker. For me, and I just wanted to touch on how the super sub, for me, is just very quickly going to be Chiesa. 8 goals and 8 assists this season. He's only 23 years old. That guy's potential is on another level. And yeah, man, I think he could really change the game. It'd be fun to actually see him start on the right wing, if Berardi didn't. So yeah, Chiesa is my guy. Arnav, for you quickly. Sorry.
Just coming back to Immobile. I mean, there's a difference in the system, right? How he plays for Italy, and I don't know. He's maybe Mancini's not getting the best out of him. What is his non-penalty XG for the national sky tree? Let's tell us your stats now.
Let's not play KBC here.
Yeah, it's not a trivia show. I mean, I don't crunch these numbers. I go on the internet and I find them out. I'm not Skoka Srini for real, but hey man, I'm doing my best impression. Arnav, we'll go to you wearing the red, repping Turkey and all of that. Who do you think can change the game for you?
See, I don't think Chelsea. I'm saying Chelsea. Sorry, I meant Turkey.
Hey, get him off the show.
No, stop that. I don't. We don't need that.
sorry, that was intentional. Yeah, I think Turkey are not as stacked as Italy when it comes to options on the bench, but they do have a very good option in Cengiz Under. He's currently at Leicester City on loan from Roma, and although he has not played a lot under Rodgers, who's openly criticized him for his training routine and all of that, but he's done well for his national side, though. He scored in the last game, and if they want to get an attacking option on in the last few minutes, they could turn to him. Apart from that, I think it's going to be more of bringing on fresh legs because they don't have too many riches to choose from.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to quickly take a couple of comments. Dilshid Dupia says, don't sleep on my boy Calhanoglu. Great point. Arnav touched upon him earlier. His set piece delivery is second to none. And he's going to be playing up against some of his former teammates from Milan. So has a point to prove. And yeah, free kicks, watch out for him. Corners, they have excellent service coming into the box. Arnav, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, about Calhanoglu, I know I alluded to his set piece taking ability and the fact that he has the most chances created in Europe. But I think that's a slightly misleading stat given how much he creates on set pieces and the fact that the quality of his chances created are not that great, which is why another stat, but his expected assists are close to 20th, whereas his chances created are first. So he's someone who needs to start creating more from open play and to add to his set piece ability. And if he does that, then Turkey have a good shot going deep into the tournament.
Fair enough. All right. Quickly, I'm going to give everyone in the comments and the audience watching a trivia question, which was given to us by Arnav. Again, great research. The question is this. Cristiano Ronaldo is the joint top scorer in the European Championships with 9 goals. Who is he tied with? He needs one more goal to break it, obviously. Who is he tied with? Let us know in the comments. Special shout out to whoever gets it first. And don't Google it, man. Come on.
And no Googling,
yeah. Don't do that. Next section, where you guys going to want to go straight to predictions and then we talk about the Euros in general really quick?
Sure.
Okay. Predictions. Quickly, I'm going to go to Ritvik first. Predictions for tonight.
It's going to be 2-1 Italy, I think. I think Turkey managed to score 1 just because Bonucci, Chiellini are a little old. But yeah, I feel
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Nothing else journalism. Srini.
I think Ritvik's just rude for no reason today. Someone's old, someone's just tall, someone's just an absolute fraud. I'll actually, because you said 2-1, I'll agree with Amog's prediction. He said 2-0. I'll go for 2-0 as well. And for the scorers, because why not? Well, Insigne is in my Euros fantasy team, so I hope he steps out. And I'd like to see Immobile score to prove that he's just not a tall guy. So that's my prediction. We'll go to you, Arnav. How do you think Calhanoglu will do this time around and Turkey as well?
I think it's going to be an extremely tight game. And I wanted to go for Italy 2-0, but since you and Amog both have gone for that, I'll go for 1-0 to Italy. Tight game, they get a goal and then they manage not to concede. Insigne on the score sheet. Adi, you?
Well, I mean, you guys, 2-0 was my prediction, but I'll throw a bit of a spanner in the works. I'll go for a 1-1 draw. I don't know. I feel like Italy is the kind of side who might need to warm up. I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to be wrong, but I think I'm going to go for 1-1. Soyuncu bullet header and probably a Chiesa goal off the bench. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to touch upon the Euros in general really quick. Quickly, Ronaldo 1-3 rocks, the first person to say, Platini, you, sir, are a legend. Hats off.
He has 100% Googled it. in his own words, I can say that on मैं डंके की चोट पे कहता हूँ.
Ronaldo 1-2 rocks. So another comment says, saying easy hair, I'm also stats sadder. Excellent work. Okay. So we're going to move into the general Euros predictions really quickly before we wrap up. What are we going to cover? Who we think is going to win it? The golden ball winner, the golden boy. Anything else we want to add?
I'm saying winner, golden ball, golden boot, dark horses, and biggest disappointment, and of course, young baller as well. So, Adi, you know what? You've asked us a lot of questions. Why don't you tell us first?
Okay. And most
guys, get involved in the comments, by the way, and play along with us. Firstly, first was the winner. I think I'm going to be basic and probably say France, but I think Portugal can do it. I'm going to say Portugal. What was the next one? Golden ball?
Golden boot?
Let me help you guys with this. Yeah. Right. So, okay, because you started with team to win, that's France. Golden boot next.
Okay. I'm going to go for Lukaku. Easy.
Right. Most assists.
Most assists. I'm going to say... I'll say Rashford. I don't know why. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What? Rashford, I don't know where.
Because he has Kane next to him. He has to put it on a plate and Kane does the rest. Like, there's not much.
I mean, yeah, he's used to feeding people anyway, so might as well.
Good point, Srini. Nice one. Golden ball.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's too tough, man.
That's the hardest to try to win.
Just skip me.
He's just bottling me.
The next one.
Okay.
What is this context? Say anyone, man.
Fernando, I'll go just I'll say Bruno.
Right. Because Portugal are winning it, there's a winning it in your opinion, there's a good chance Bruno wins.
What was the last one?
Fair enough. And now you have young baller and then you have the disappointment.
Young baller, I'm going to say, I'll probably say Pau Torres because, guys, check out our video on the Euros finish sentence beat Srini and I did. Elite content, and I shouted out Pau Torres. But I'm going to say Jude Bellingham as well. And quickly on the dark horse, I'm going to go for Scotland because I'm repping them. Love my boys. Tottenham. Let's get it.
Disappointment. Disappointment before we move on. Adi, you're a disappointment yourself.
I was going to say that. Adi is the disappointment, man. What is this?
Too much pressure.
I didn't say it. Yeah, you're not gonna lose money. Go on. Who's your
zero prep, Adi? Zero prep. We've done all the work for you, and you can't even do this. Missing an empty net.
Yeah, go for it.
What is the last topic we're going for?
Oh my God, disappointment, man. Oh my God, hurry up.
I'm going to go for...
Say Germany.
Kevin De Bruyne, because he's probably going to play hard.
Not the player, man. Team, Italy.
Oh, team!
Get out of here.
Disappointment is Croatia. Croatia, hands down. Okay.
Next.
My chapter is closed. Next.
Oh my God. Next.
Right, who's going
Ritvik,
next?
let's go to you. Let's go.
Okay, so what do we start with? Winners.
Team. I'll ask you to answer.
Okay, team. Yeah. So I think it's going to be France who's going to win it.
Okay,
then
Golden Boot.
What's next? Golden Boot. I think it's going to be Harry Kane.
Golden Ball.
Golden Ball is going to be... I have a feeling that it's going to be Benzema, but since he's not fit, then I might give it to Kevin De Bruyne, who I also think is going to win the most assists.
Fair enough. And dark horses.
Dark horses, Turkey, as you said, Arnav.
Young baller.
Phil Foden.
Of course. And disappointment.
Germany. I don't think they're going to make it past the group stage unless they come third.
That's actually a popular opinion.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Okay, Srini, you next. Start with the team.
All right, so I'll say my team, then you ask me one by one so that audios don't clash. Let's be honest, the audio quality on this is absolutely horrible. But anyway, winners wise, it's got to be France for me.
All right, Golden Boot.
Romelu Lukaku.
Okay, Golden Ball.
Golden Ball is King Kylian Mbappe.
Assists.
By the way, I wanted to go for N'Golo Kante, but it's a very popular opinion, so that's why I wanted to be Kylian Mbappe. Assist is a tough one, man. I mean, I don't really know who to go to, so I'll just go for KDB, but I haven't thought this out. So yeah, KDB.
Okay, young baller.
Young baller, this may surprise everyone, but I think Netherlands will go far because they have an easy pathway, and I'm going for Matthijs de Ligt. But my outside shouts are Jude Bellingham, Owen Wijndal, and Nuno Mendes as well. So yeah.
Okay, and dark horses for you?
And my guys, Italy. Of course, Italia. It has to be it. I want my boys Spain to do well as well, and I think they can. But I know it's a popular opinion to call
Same
it
Spain for the disappointment question.
Now, my disappointment is the team that gets way too much hype, and that is England. I think England are gonna crash out in the round of 16 to Portugal. You heard it here first. Simple as. All right. We'll go to Arnav. Arnav, I'll ask you one by one. I know your heart's been broken, but you're used to it because you're an England fan. Winners, don't say England because that's a bit much.
As much as I want to say England, I think I've got to be real here. France.
Fair enough. Golden Boot?
Golden Boot, Lukaku.
Lukaku, all right. Golden Ball?
Golden Ball, another popular pick, but N'Golo Kante.
Oh, this guy. All right. Which team is going to surprise? More than dark horses, I want to hear that.
I'm actually torn between Scotland and Turkey. So, yeah, either of them. Turkey, say, because I'm repping them tonight.
You're repping them. By the way, I think all of us, I don't know about Ritvik, but I also think Scotland are going to do bits and going to pip Croatia to that second spot. So that's my take as well.
Same.
I want them to do well as well. I love Steve Clarke and just the Scotland team in general. Biggest disappointment?
Biggest disappointment for me, Netherlands.
Netherlands, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and what was left? Young baller.
Assists. Young baller and most assists, both of them Jadon Sancho, who is coming to the better side of Manchester quite soon.
Hey, hold on, I just wanted to add this point here. I don't know if you remember, but we lost the Champions League final, but they lost to Villarreal, right? On penalties? Oh my God, I think that happened as well.
We're talking international football.
No, but you talked about Jadon Sancho, but you guys did lose to Villarreal. Anyway, I don't want to do that. I think we should go to a couple of comments because everyone's been giving their predictions. There's so many comments. Yeah, I mean, Daksh, Bruno does get mentioned a bit too much, honestly. So I'm glad he's not been mentioned here. But he's obviously going to be dangerous. Kabir, who is a fellow Spain fan like me, well, we have suffered for a couple of years. He says Spain are more of a dark horse than Italy. I agree. No one's giving Spain a chance. So yeah, they are sort of bigger dark horses than Italy, of course. Ronaldo 123 rocks, bro. You're an absolute goat with just a brilliant comment. Disappointment, Ritvik's choices. I love to see it. Amok Panse, Amok, we know you're a Chelsea fan, bro. We get it. He says Kante Ballon d'Or if France win. I mean, that is probably going to happen, to be fair. Garv Jain says Lukaku Golden Boot. That's a popular opinion, and he should as well. Poor guy deserves it. What a striker. Dilsher Dupia, I did highlight your comment before, but you said disappointment Spain. I hope that does not happen. I've seen enough heartbreak. Amok Panse again says, everyone's been drinking like the English fans tonight. Not everyone, Adi, because I don't know what that was. I still don't know what that was. He's just bottling it. He just said Rashford out of nowhere. I don't know what was going on. Amog again. Amog, we get it. You support Chelsea. Sancho is a Chelsea fan. Yeah, we get it. But he's going to United. You know, life's not fair. You guys have won the Champions League. Just stop it. Samrid again says Sancho, Golden Ball, 100% audition for the Theatre of Dreams. Wow.
No more auditioning, man. No more auditioning. He's coming home.
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up very soon. AG says Pedri, young baller. That's a good shout. I just think Koke and Fabian Ruiz have more of a chance to stand that midfield, so I'm not sure. But guys, I think we've covered pretty much everything. So yeah, should we wrap up? Because I want to go and watch the game.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get wrapped up, man. I mean, everyone, thank you so much for watching, first of all. The Euros are here. The Euros are starting. Get hyped, get excited. MTAG is here every single day. We're doing lives. We're doing amazing content. Follow us on all the socials, Insta, Twitter. Subscribe right now if you're here watching. We always appreciate your comments, your feedback. Whatever you want to watch, let us know in the comments always. MTAG is doing a madness. We have this elite group of pundits everywhere. A lot more joining our team in and out. And yeah, Srini, you want to add anything before we sign off?
Yeah, I do want to add that, guys, if you want very niche Euros content, you need to check out the MTAG website. And I have a question for you guys as well. I know that you guys love the fact that we do these YouTube lives, but do you guys want to see us on other platforms? Do you guys want to see us on Clubhouse? Do you guys want to see us do Insta lives? Let us know, man, because we're available. You just need to let us know. all I do is get gassed about the Euros. I don't do anything else, and that's all of us do anyway. So let us know when we post pictures on MTAG. Say, oh guys, we want to see you on Clubhouse. That's all we think about all day and every day. Say all of that stuff because we will be there night and day. And if you guys want post-match reactions as well, by the way, you know who to ask. Ronaldo 123 rocks. You are gonna get us cancelled. But to be fair, that is not an illegal comment. It is a very... I'm not going to say anything. Come on OnlyFans. Yes, why not? We should come on OnlyFans. It's a great place for independent creators. Why not? But Ronaldo 123 rocks. Oh my God, man. You're just special, man. Honestly, what can I say? What a genius. But Adi, I think we should finally wrap up. Guys, let us know, by the way. Okay, this is super awkward, but we move. What is going on, guys? We're not used to this. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, as Adi said. I don't know what he's done at the end. This guy
enjoy the Euros and let's call it a day here. Have fun. See you for the next one.